This is a story of almost every middle class kid. The story starts directly from the point where it's the kid's first day at college. He dresses up the best he can and goes to college thinking that he'll make new friends and live the best life possible. All his school life was spent dreaming about what college would be like. But when the time comes, he sees that his best outfit was worse than the people's worst option there. That was the first time he tasted the bitterness of inferiority complex. When it came to making friends, he didn't even have the liberty to choose one due to the judgments based on superficiality and sham. So he tried to pretend to be someone else so he could fit in the world of materialism, but to no avail. There was always someone with better clothes, better education, and more fluent English. And naturally came judgments based on the music he had never listened to, the places he never ate at before. There were names taken that left him without a clue. He was judged for not being cool enough. He succumbed to the pressure and started changing himself. He wanted all those expensive cool clothes and the cool smartphone. But then he remembered that he didn't have a rich dad like others did. But he wanted to fit in so badly that he started working his ass off for all the bling he wanted in his life. He did manage to get the so-called cool materialistic things, but people still looked down upon him because of the way he looked. He was dark, short, and fat. He never thought these words could be used as labels to describe the character of a person. But the harsh reality struck. These labels had been embedded forever in his mind. To add to his problems, there were constrained situations at home financially. His parents tortured him every day for not contributing enough at all. He wanted to, and he tried to. But instead, he spent all his hard-earned money on something he never wanted in the first place. But then came a life-changing point in time. Nobody wanted him. And at that very moment, he met some people who looked at him beyond all the labels society had put on him. They noticed that he was a boy with a kind heart. Those friends gave him the hope that the world is not entirely a painting of hell and that people had the ability to look past physical appearances. But again, life had to prove him wrong. The people he thought were his friends were too embarrassed of admitting the friendship in front of the world. The others mocked him behind his back. People like these had crushed the single biggest reason he could hold on to in life, and that was hope. The hope that the world could be a better place. The only solution he could see to this was death. He believed it would take away all his agony and hurt, far away from all the fakeness that the world had bestowed upon him. And so, he killed himself. But was it really a suicide or a murder carried out passively by a relentless society that has standards that need to be met to fit in? I've also written something trying to show y'all what someone feels like having suicidal thoughts. पत्थर नहीं हूँ मैं, मुझ में भी नमी है, दर्द बयां नहीं करता, बस इतनी सी कमी है। दम घुटता रहा मेरा इस बोझ के तले, अब तो पूरा ही टूट चुका हूँ, इतने है गम सहे। जीना तो मुझे भी था, पर थक गया था मैं, सब छुपाते छुपाते उस मुस्कुराहट के पीछे। लगा लेता मुझे भी कोई गले, झूठा ही सही, मैं भी जी लेता ज़बरदस्ती 2 पल ही सही।